is done collaboratively with Cambodia, with Pakistan, then they're more interested. And EU has so much money. I mean, the last, they have like millions of euros that they give every year for education for this. And the sad thing is there are all these different sort of, Sulu kind of people who are going there and then getting all this money, and then, it's just being wasted in many. And there are some good impactful ones as well. But then I think that, this is such a great movement. There's such a good sort of, almost, I guess it's a proven project. And, we have to find a way to tap into funding, work with each other, and grow. And let's set a goal, by 2020, we want to reach X number of schools, X number of students. Let's set a goal for ourselves so that we all have something to look and work for the next 5 years with a target.
When are we going to talk about funding? You give the mic. When are we going to have a session? Because I'd like to focus on this.
Yeah. So in fact, that's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's first discuss how we're going to organize this session first, okay?
And also, actually, there's a participant who's leave. Actually, Parker, who's going to leave in an hour, and he has a specialty of 3D printing. So it really depends how we organize.
Oh, wait, we need to see that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I might just grab Wan Leung and.
It's about low cost. Eh?
Yeah, actually, for Parker's 3D printer, is a Hong Kong community project. That Parker is a teacher, and then we teaching the design, the industrial design, something like that.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. And then he discovered that for the future, now for the industrial production line, something like that. They are all using machine to build up the models and to build up the molds and then to see the demos and then to continue to use computer to do the industrial things. And then the problem is that for the education system nowadays, they do not teach such kind of stuff until you are going to the university. But the problem is that even people do not cannot enter into the university but still have talent to learn such kind of technology and enjoy it. And then so that we have started a project that's called 3D printer for the student to learning what is the industrial field now is doing, how to use those 3D software and then to pick up his own model and then to see that's something that he really can create by using computer. And then so that we start the 3D printer project for Tiny Boy. It is based on web app, the model design that can replicate itself, the 3D printer that's an open source open hardware that can replicate by itself. The concept is using by this. But why we start the Tiny Boy? Because the web app is still a very large machine and it's quite expensive. It's about $300. Yeah, and then for our one, we cut the design into a very small printer. Of course, a small 3D printer cannot paint a large stuff and something like that. Just you can paint a very tiny D2 model, but that's enough for learning. Yeah, if the student want to make a larger one, once he learn the concept, he can build a 3D printer by himself. He can make a larger one to fit to his purpose. Yeah, so that this is what the 3D the concept as it should be very small, so that for the classroom, okay, it should be cheap enough and then small enough, so that every student could have one for himself, and then could be in a lesson. Okay, every people in a lesson can have his own 3D printer to paint out the model. Otherwise, if for the classroom, if we just have a 3D printer machine, the student has to be queued up to paint his own design model, and then those students will lost interest after for waiting for a long time. So that it is better to do something very small, okay, to get the student have interest of this is kind of stuff, and then to learn it by himself. Yeah,
Okay.
This is what the concept that's all for the feeding is we are working for.
Okay.
Can we have a short demonstration session from Parker?
Yeah, it's now
For tea time or what? We can go individually for tea time.
Parker will be leaving in a minute.
Yeah.
So can we move the thing over here so everyone can see?
นอน好難
Hard to move.
because it's
Hard to move.
Yeah.
咁 tea time